if you're asked to play something 12/8, something maybe Afro-Cuban-ish, this is kind of a way you can simplify things and just play the most important things in those contexts. This is like the beginner version, okay? Because usually like beginners get tripped up and they start learning these complicated grooves, and then you're at a jam session and you play with someone who just learned this groove, and then someone's like, let's play something in 12/8, and it like completely tanks because this person is just trying to keep up with the thing that they're still learning. So it's just a mess. So you want to avoid all that. If you're a beginner, you're at a jam session, this is the way to go, okay? This is kind of what people would prefer that you play if you're in that situation of like still getting the hang of that groove that you're working on. It's gonna happen, but for now, maybe try this. Basically, I think it's important to remember that whatever you're playing, if you're a drummer, quarter notes are super important. Okay, I know it like sucks, but like keeping everybody together is important, and it's kind of your job and the bass player's job. You kind of share that job. And it's an important thing, and you have to take it seriously. And you kind of have the ability to play things and not get in the way, right? Ideally, you can play things and not get in the way. That's I think that's like a sign of a good drummer. Like you are playing things, you're playing subdivisions, you're doing things, but you're not getting in the way. Having said that, here is kind of, we're thinking 12/8. Here's where I say you should start. If you're in this type of beginner context and you want to play something like that, I would say you play quarter notes on the bass drum and quarter notes on the hi-hat together, like very simple unison. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then I would say you play quarter notes here on the rim with your right hand, okay? Okay, and you're like, wow, this is boring. Yes, it's boring, but that's an important part of keeping time and being a drummer. And then you subdivide with your left hand, cross stick like this, and you play like, you can play off beats, you can play the middle triplet. I would suggest to start, maybe just play right? That's like a very simple, but it gets the whole feeling across, you know? Like all we did was we started with quarter notes. This could be anything, right? It could be like do, do, ga, do, 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 ga, right? Quarter notes can be interpreted different ways. But if we add that simple thing of the left hand, triple, 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 okay? It changes the whole thing. It gives you the feeling of 12/8, and because of the textures we're using, it kind of fits into that vibe. And, you know, without complicating your life and without messing up the whole band, you're actually keeping everybody together, you're playing the thing, and for the most part, everyone's probably mostly happy, okay? So, okay, try that. Try that. Then you can also use this texture. We haven't talked a lot about textures, but there's a lot you can do. Even with this small setup, there's a lot of cool things that you can do. You can try this then, moving the right hand to this muted head sound. So Okay, I'm still playing. I'm playing it a little bit faster to give you the idea so you can hear it kind of in context, but I'm still playing quarter notes here very lightly. And I'm adding maybe some triplet, trip, the third partial of the triplet, da, 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 kind of like the ride pattern, right? You see how this all connects? 12/8. Triplets, everything's connected. So okay, I'm improvising a little bit, but mostly things are staying the same. The key thing is, my hands, as you can tell, are very light, okay? You're gonna get a good sound from the cross stick if you just drop the stick and let it resonate, okay? This stick is like pretty chewed up, so it's not making great sound, but there you go. So So you can just explore these textures, because if I do this, see, if I play the rim and this, almost kind of like a rim shot, but I have like a shorter distance here, and it's muted here with my other hand, it gives me that cool sound. And all those sounds are key. You can play rhythmically, you can play quarter notes and some other parts of the triplet and keep it very simple, like this. If you add some texture to that, you're totally fine. You're doing the thing, okay? Okay, if you play it faster. When you need to remember, if you're playing triple, is you can't play that for the whole song. You can't just like press play and just loop that, because it's gonna get annoying. So you need to take breaks, like triple, okay, so something like that, okay? This is just a place for you to start, okay? This is a very beginner approach to playing 12/8, adding some texture, keeping the rhythms very simple, and then wherever you can, adding a little bit of extra texture for better sound, and adding a few different notes, which you probably have already been practicing in the jazz context on the ride, with the right hand, or some comping patterns that you've been playing. Like, all of this is connected, right? So if you just simplify, focus on the quarter notes, and very important to listen to this music. So listen to some 12/8, like Afro-Cuban type things. It's very important for you to practice with a metronome and feel the subdivisions. But this is the place where you can start without complicating things and without learning, like, here's this very complicated 12/8 groove. Here you go, learn it, right? You have to kind of start from somewhere, and this is the place you can start. Quarter notes and a few different triplet notes that you can play. And around that, you can kind of build, because you're going to understand and then build from there. I hope that was helpful, and if you have any questions, let me know.